Good morning from the Twin Fork Gap shelter. Spent the night last night here, and it was freezing again. It definitely got down to like 15, I want to say. I could feel like, I'm pushing my bag, which is a 20, and I have the liner, which I can actually show you. So this is like the liner material, and it's just kind of goes up, and there's it's like a drawstring, and you can actually like pull it over your entire body. But with the liner in my bag, I felt like I was pushing the temp rating, so it had to get close to 15 last night. Water bottles are pretty much frozen. You can see them here. I got them wrapped up in some darn tough socks, but let me show you what I'm working with here. Yeah, that's pretty much ice. So it is cold, and I'm playing the game of what can I do from my seated sleeping bag? Like, what can I pack? Because the thought of like getting out of the sleeping bag is like so hard right now. So it's about 8 o'clock. I really should get moving, but it's just so cold that I just don't want to. I don't want to get out of the sleeping bag. So I'm gonna get, as much as I can put away. Hopefully, get out of here within the next half hour. And I know the NOC is about 17 miles away, so could stay there. That's a possibility. I also could push on and do like 22. We'll see. Either could work, but yeah, it's brutal conditions, and it's gonna be this way, the same temps for the next like 4 days. So yeah, this is the AT just like throwing a curveball like right at the end, giving me these like pretty extreme temperatures for early mid-November in North Carolina, Tennessee. So I know in some of my earlier videos it was like don't hike in your puffy, or I rarely hike in my puffy. This is one of those occasions that I will hike in my puffy. I couldn't imagine hiking in like just my fleece right now, at least to start the day. It is that cold. Have I said that yet? It is cold. But yeah, I got my thicker hat on, and then I got my buff that I can kind of pull up and use as a nice like windshield. But I hope it gets to like 40 degrees today. I'll take above freezing. Just in direct sunlight above freezing. It's gonna be a rough one. Coming up on Cheoh Bald. I think that's how it's pronounced, Cheoah. You can tell from my breath, it's been quite the climb today. Had to switch out of the puffy, started sweating, and to this point it's been around 3K of elevation gain in around 7 miles, so that's pretty good. Kind of thankful that I got to stay warm. Oh man, hold on. I think this is like the spot for Cheoh Bald. Whew. Oh, this is beautiful out here. Oh man. I didn't realize it was like this. But yeah, it's been a long climb up here, so I'm gonna actually let my water bottles unfreeze in this sun and sit here for lunch, which will be some bagels and cream cheese. Hopefully my cream cheese isn't a solid brick. And yeah, I think the NOC is not too far ahead, so that'll probably be the next stopping point. Not gonna stay there, at least I don't think I am, but I'm definitely gonna stop in and take a look. At the NOC, going over Nantahala River right now. You can see some of the courses, the rafting course that goes right through. Yeah, this place is usually pretty busy, and I know it's like world renowned for rafting and whitewater rafting. Just talking with a guy that a lot of like Olympians train here, and you can get like certifications here. For me, I'm really just interested in food. I'm not gonna stay here, I'm gonna push on, but there's a River's End restaurant right here, which I'm gonna go to. All right, you could see the NOC in the background. They do have a little general store for resupply, but I'm doing pretty good on that. Hold on, I'm gonna flip the camera. I love these signs. The ones around here, the green and white. Georgia to Maine. Or Maine to Georgia, in my case. Yeah, it actually was pretty affordable if I wanted to stay there. Another hiker I was with, Inch, he is gonna stay there. I think it was only 30 bucks for the bunkhouse and 40 bucks to split like a room with two, but it just doesn't fit my timeline. Like, I want to get to Franklin tomorrow, and it's still light out for another 2.5 hours. And there's a shelter. There's shelter right up here, and then there's a shelter like 5-6 miles away. So yes, I'm not gonna stay at the NOC, but I did have some food. I had like truffle fries, a bowl of chili, and multiple cups of coffee. So I'm feeling really good. And I got to charge my phone, so fully charged. And now I'm gonna climb straight up. I think it's around 2,000 feet in 4.5 miles, so pretty steep up to get to the shelter for the night, which again is going to be bitter cold. It's going to be just like last night. So yeah, just gonna get there, bundle up, and make some hot ramen and just go to bed, like cocoon in bed. I find that is like the only way for me to stay truly warm in these conditions, is kind of just like cocooning myself and pulling the quilt completely over me, and I'm like curled up in the fetal position, because any little draft you feel like, if I could do this over, I'd have a 0-degree bag. It's that cold. And quilts, I know they're super popular on trail. Definitely majority of people have quilts over bags now. In around 20 degrees and below, I really like sleeping bags. So I'd much rather have a sleeping bag in these conditions than a quilt, because they're just too finicky with drafts. And if you roll around at all, they're just not good. So, but I have a quilt and I'll make do, and the only way to really make it work for me is to curl up in a little ball and just like pull the quilt over my entire body and like seal myself in. I don't know if there's really no way to film that, so you'll just have to picture it. So yeah, that's what I'm in for again. Another night of freezing cold. It's about 5:30. Sun is definitely starting to set. It's been going down around 6. I am the only one out here. Haven't seen anyone since the NOC. Done about half the elevation and feeling good. I definitely ate a lot right before I started this, so that is how I got my trail name. Soups, eating soups in the White Mountains, and then really going at some hardcore elevation, and almost getting sick a number of times. I'm not quite at that level, but I think I'm moving a little bit slower just because of the amount of food that I ate. And yeah, the guy I was hiking with, Inch, yeah, he was like, "You think you're gonna be able to eat later, or is this your dinner?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm eating later." my my hunger is like off the charts right now. Got time. I'll rattle through all my food today. Started off with some like hot granola. I had some like powdered milk, so I heated that up this morning and dumped a whole bunch of granola in. Had a few fruit bars, 3 Slim Jims, gummy bears, some miscellaneous candy, Twix, Baby Ruth. Had a bagel for lunch. Had a Belvita bar after lunch. Had a mini bag of trail mix that someone left by, has some Trail Magic by Cheoah Gap. And then I had full order of truffle fries, a large bowl of chili, a few cups of coffee, and I think I'm gonna do ramen bomb, big surprise. So ramen, 1 packet of ramen tonight probably, even though sometimes I'll do 2. 1 packet of ramen, mashed potatoes, and a large chicken packet, and probably a brownie for dessert. I packed out some brownies, so that's a full day of food. That's all I've eaten today, all I will eat today. And yeah, I'm like, I could just eat nonstop right now. This peak hiker hunger for me is set in. I don't think I've lost too much weight. I think I've hovered around 160 for most of the trip. I think I lost 10, 12, 15 pounds relatively quick, and then I don't think I've really dipped under 160. But I'm curious if I weighed myself now, what I'm at. I haven't weighed myself in probably a week and a half. Yeah, so I'm just eating a ton. You can see the sunset this whole time. It's been pretty nice. The sunsets around here are amazing. Definitely you get that glow around the mountains that I think the Smokies are famous for, and I'm assuming this whole area. But yeah, I'll probably update one more time as I get to the shelter. It'll probably be dark, but I probably only like a half hour of night hiking. So I'll probably do a quick wrap up towards the end as I'm night hiking into the shelter. All right, night hike. I promised a little content on night hiking. Here it is. I made it to the shelter, but there's no water at the shelter. The water is 2.2 past at a spring. So I have found the spring, got water there, and yeah, I guess the process I'm doing now is like filtering now, because I keep my filter in the pocket right there so it stays warm. Filtered 1 liter so I can cook with like half a liter tonight, have half a liter in the morning for hot drinks, and then I have also an additional liter that's unfiltered that maybe won't freeze tomorrow, maybe will. I don't know. I still haven't found the right method for this kind of hiking. If you got better ideas for water management and filtration when it's this cold, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna close the video out because it's late and I should get to the shelter. So thanks for watching, all the support. Getting close to Springer, can feel it. Take care, have a good night.